Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're back here at FC Kerbeck Buick GMC in Palmyra, New Jersey to check out the top trim Envista. Here it is, the 2025 Buick Envista Avenir. We have the white frost tri-coat paint, leather interior, all the options. So if you're looking for this Envista, which is the same vehicle pretty much as the Chevy Trax, and you want to get the highest level trim possible with as many goodies as you can get, this is the one here in the Envista. It's called the Avenir trim. So you let me know as we go through the vehicle what you would do. So let's dig in. Front end of this Envista Avenir in the white frost tri-coat, full spread of LED lighting with separate housings for the turn signals and DRLs and headlights. So they're all separate. That's the new look. Buick badge in the middle. We're going to have some gloss black on the upper part of the grille, and then we're going to have some aluminum finish down on the lower part of the grille. As we come around to the wheel and tire setup, Avenir gets these 19-inch aluminum alloy wheels. Please excuse my shadow. These with the Buick emblem on the center cap. These wheels are wrapped in Continental Pro Contact, all-season tires, 245 on the width, a 45 series sidewall 19s, all four corners, front-wheel drive only on the Envista. It is a front-wheel drive platform only. There's that white frost tri-coat metallic body color all the way around. Moving in closer, we have the Avenir badge right on the front door. And then we're going to have color match side view mirror caps, LED turn signals, color match front and rear door handle, left side fuel filler cap, up top, color match roof, shark fin antenna, standard sunroof, which is an extra option. And then down across the back here, we don't have a rear wiper. We don't have a rear spoiler, a little bit of kick up on that deck lid. And then in the back, we're going to have LED taillights, but standard bulbs for turn signals down below. I'd like to see them LED, and I'd like to see them brought up higher. I think they're too low. Too easy for somebody who's parked too close next to you at a light to not see you. And then we have the Buick emblem and Buick right in the middle of the tailgate with Envista over here on the left. And our exhaust is tucked up underneath the rear of the vehicle. All right, under the hood, when you go Envista, you only get one power plant choice, and this is it. It's a 1.2 liter turbocharged inline 3-cylinder engine, made it to a 6-speed automatic transmission. No CVT, so that's a plus. 137 horsepower, 162 pound-feet of torque, MPGs 28 in the city, 32 on the highway, and 30 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. Before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much? Well, like I always say, top trim action brings the top trim price. So here we go. Base price, 25 Envista Avenir, $28,600. This vehicle's got a few options on it. We'll check those out when we go through the window sticker. Once we add those in, and a destination and delivery charge of $1,395 from Buick's Bupyeong, Korea assembly plant. We have a total vehicle MSRP from the factory of $32,185. And in case anyone's interested, there's no import fee attached to this vehicle. So let's check out the interior. Starting with the driver door panel, we'll move in closer. We're going to go black, hard plastic across the top, some silver trim into the chrome door handle. Then we have a soft armrest. The color here is called Gideon with some cross stitch, the black and the Gideon. I'm going to call it like a stone color. And then we have flat black on the switch gear, good sized door pocket. This is where you're going to pop your power tailgate into the foot box. Nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator. We do have the Avenir door sill plate to welcome you to the vehicle. Full power for the driver. Manual assist front passenger. In a top trim, I'd like to see some power seats, even without lumbar for the front passenger. And then we have this Gideon leather with the stitching and the piping. Bolstering is soft. Headrests feel firm. And then we have Avenir embroidered into each front headrest. Front passenger door panel, same action as the driver. Over to the dash, we're going to have the soft touch with the stitching in Gideon and gloss black and chrome into your heat and air vent with a large glove box. And then as we come on over, we have the same infotainment system we see in all the Envistas. It's the 11-inch infotainment system, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, no maps, in the system, all the maps and nav will come through your phone. So we hit our home base button. That's where we're going to see the apps for CarPlay, Android Auto, your climate system. You can go ahead and adjust it up here or down below. It's a single zone climate control, so they have you set there. And then you come down, you have your Wi-Fi hotspot, as well as your general vehicle settings right here, where you can set the date and time, language, again, Wi-Fi hotspot, pair the phone, all that jazz. You have your vehicle settings, teen driver, right, rear seat reminders, and all that jazz. And then you have your apps all the way over here, where you can see that, including OnStar to hook the vehicle up with your smartphone and all that jazz. You got your music right here, where you have your AM, FM, Sirius XM right there. You can go sports, you can go talk, you can go pop, rock. So you have like different categories, let's call it, of music, depending on what you want to see or what you want to hear or what you want to tune into, that sort of thing. Then you can manage your sound settings right here with that widget, which is this one right there. Then you have this widget, which is going to go ahead and let you plug in a station number and that kind of thing. So it's pretty easy to get around, get through. And then there are all the sources. Like I said, AM, FM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth music. You got you covered. You got your traction control off right here in the screen. And then you have this, which is your maintenance gauges, right? Trip, accessory gauges, and maintenance information. So pretty simple, right? And then if we go to reverse, we do have a good size backup camera, nice and clear with trajectory. So I do like that. And then we're back to the beginning, but a fairly simple system. Like I mentioned, volume knob is up here. Now down further, you have 2 heat and air vents, push button start, single zone climate control with 3-stage heated seats for the driver and the front passenger, 4-way hazards. So they have you set there. Down further, you have a USB-C, USB-A 12-volt wireless charging pad. Underneath that on the left, engine auto stop start on or off, lane keep assist on or off. Here is the gear shift. That's going to take you through the 6-speed automatic leather gator. I do like the fact we don't have gloss black here around the electric parking brake, but we do have gloss black here. We're in around the cup holders, which is going to be an issue. Now, Buick key fob, here it is. Unlock, pop the tailgate. The Buick emblem is locked. Remote start, panic button, nice and small, very light. And then more storage here, and then an armrest. Sorry for my sweat marks, but it's like 95 out. Fairly firm. We can open it up. We have a larger area underneath for storage. The Envista Avenir steering wheel, leather wrap wheel with 10 and 2 notches and cross stitch. Buick emblem on the horn button, flat bottom wheel to help you get in and out of this vehicle. But you know what? It's a nice open and airy passenger cabin in this Envista. So at 5'11", I have no problem getting in and out. Got some chrome to lift the wheel up, flat black on the switchgear, adaptive cruise, heated steering wheel on or off. And then on the right side, you have your telephone voice commands, controls for the digital dash. On the left, you got your high beams, turn signals. And then on the right side, you got your windshield wiper, only front, no rear wiper in the Envista. And then we can brighten dim the dash, headlights right there. And then we have a manual tilting and telescoping wheel. And then we have our smaller digital instrument cluster. So it's not huge. And if we want to go through things, we have to use this roller dial here. And we have to push in on it first. And then you can go with your gauge 1 theme, your gauge 2 theme, little fidgety. You can put vehicle info up there, your infotainment up there, or you can go with a clean screen. That looks, come on, baby. That looks like that. So I think for today, we'll go back to the default of gauge number 1. And you're back to the beginning. So a little bit of customizability, but not a lot. Overhead console in this Envista Avenir. Pretty plain Jane. If you want your lighting to come on and off and you can close the door, this button right here remains in the center. So when you open the door, lighting comes on. top trim, I'd like to see LED in here. Close the door, lighting goes off, SOS button in case of emergency on the road, and OnStar. And then you have your roof. So the shade is manual. This is an extra option. It's not included in the Avenir trim, 800 bucks. And then you can slide the roof open with that switch. Roof goes back, wind buffer comes up, or you can close up the roof. And then on the right switch, it'll tilt up or it will tilt back. And then you can close up the shade. Framed rear view mirror with auto dim, sun visor with vanity and a light. Does it slide? No, it does not. I think it needs to slide. That's a missed opportunity. Getting into the back seat of this Envista Avenir, but first the rear door panel where we have the same action, just a little bit less of the Gideon, right? There was more of that on the front up here. Now we got hard black plastic, but the armrest is still soft. I have the seat set for my driving position, so let's hop on in. We do have a sloping roof, so we're going to need to duck here. Probably 5'9" and up, you're going to need to duck. But once I'm in at 5'11", plenty of room for my head, shoulders, and knees. Here is the Gideon all the way down with a seat pocket behind the driver and the front passenger. In the back, USB-A, USB-C, an area to store things. And the back seats have the same Gideon leather, right? Nice and soft. And the armrest, super soft, 2 cup holders, but we're in a top trim, so I would like to see some heat and air vents here in this rear center console to kind of finish this off. I know it's an inexpensive model, but I think with the top trim, you got to give me a little bit extra. Getting into the cargo area of this Envista Avenir, well, it's a power lift gate. You can pop from the key fob, you can pop from the driver door panel, or you come to the back and right above the license plate, there's a button. You hit it, right up it goes. No beeping. Nice electric assist on the way up. Nice electric assist on the way down using this button. You do have a removable tonneau cover with the rear seats up, 20.7 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of Envista. Here are the carpeted floor mats underneath here, tools jack and a spare. So thank you, Buick, for the spare. We do have some cubbies as well and some lighting here on the back of this Envista Avenir. And then you can drop the back row. Now you can either reach through, but you need to pull that tonneau cover down, or you go around each door. I'm just going to go around each door. We're going to go ahead and pull these down. There is a button right there on each seat back. Right here. And down it goes. So now, with the rear seats down and that tonneau cover out of there, you can get up to 42 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this Envista Avenir. Window sticker time. We do have some tint on the back, so I'll do my best to get you all the action here. Here we go, 25 Envista Avenir. The white frost tri-coat Gideon with ebony accents. Power plant, 6-speed automatic. Standard equipment, left to right. Now the options, the moonroof, the safety package, $795 for safety tech. Not a fan of that. The paint, $600. Total vehicle MSRP, $32,185. All the money on an Envista, and then some. And then you have your fuel economy estimates, government safety ratings, made by Buick in Korea. Take this baby out for a spin. All right, we're out on the road in this 25 Buick Envista Avenir. First time we've been in an Envista in quite a while. It's been a while in between Envista reviews, but the Avenir trim, not an easy one to get a hold of, and this is the only one they even have on the lot. So I don't think they make a lot of these, but if you're looking for top trim action in an Envista Chevy Trax, same vehicle, then this has got a lot of nice stuff. It's got nice leather seats in this kind of weird Gideon color, they call it, but it looks nice. They're soft, they're comfortable, it's got nice stitching. The interior has got much nicer touch points with soft touch materials and some higher level plastics that feel better. The steering is very light, but tight and right, I'm going to call it, because these Korean builds are really light on their feet. It's only available in front wheel drive, and you got this small 1.2 liter inline 3 turboed though, with the 6-speed automatic, no CVT. Love it as far as no CVT. 137, 162, not the biggest numbers, but it isn't a very big car, but it does hold, I'm going to say, 4 people comfortably, 5 with a little bit tight in the back, unless you have somebody very small in the back. And then he can hold a good, you know, pretty good amount of gear in the back too for a high-end Envista spec, right? Because we're looking at what, 32 grand, let's say. It's expensive for one of these vehicles, and I don't think that's why I think they don't build a lot of these top Avenir trims, because it takes probably a little while to sell. If somebody wants some of the nicer things in one of these smaller ones, because you know you can get a low trim Trax with the same bones as this one in the low 20s. So you know you're paying almost 10 grand more for one of these Avenirs. But you got great visibility out of all the glass, nice big side view mirrors, blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, pre-collision, LED lighting up front and out back for safety as well. The standard infotainment system pretty much across everything with your wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, nav through your phone. We do have heated seats and heated steering wheel in this one with wireless charging, USB AC and a 12 volt connectivity in the back. So they got some nicer stuff. The seats though, they feel a little on the firm side, but at the same time they feel pretty comfortable, and I think they'll probably soften up as time goes by. That's where I normally think Korean made seats, like in a Hyundai Kia, tend to be a little firm when they're new, but then they soften up the more you use them. But it is a fun little flickable vehicle, like a lot of Korean builds are. But if you want to get out into a tight spot, you only got front wheel drive. You don't have all wheel drive you can shift into. You're going to need to really give yourself a wide berth. But overall, it's a fun little vehicle. And we have a turning radius here, a little bit wide, 19.7, not the tightest, but it is, it's fun. This dealership is in the middle of a huge industrial area, and the highway we could go on has a stoplight like every half mile, quarter mile maybe even, and it wouldn't be any fun there. So it's a tough area to give you a decent drive in, especially with the road construction going on. But you let me know what you think about this Envista Avenir. You've seen all the amenities. Is it worth it to you to just get a high-level trim Envista / Chevy Trax? Or is this the kind of vehicle you want to keep the expense acquisition costs really low? You know, you'll have to let me know and put it in the comments. See, we're stuck with all these trucks. It's crazy. You'll have to let me know and put it in the comments as far as how you would handle it. You know, my view is on a vehicle like this, it's all personal preference. But I like the vibe Buick has in this Envista better than I like the Chevy Trax vibe, I think. So I'm probably in the sport touring trim realm with this Envista. High 20s is probably what I would do. You know, 28, 29, because I like that Envista ST vibe on the Envista. But you let me know what you like. Put it in the comments. But I do want to thank FC Kerbeck Buick GMC here in Palmyra, New Jersey, for allowing the channel access to this brand new 2025 Buick Envista Avenir for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.